Border communities in Jibia local government of Katsina state are complaining of the total cutoff of grain supply to the area due to the ongoing border closure. They are appealing to the federal government to cushion the effects of border closure and fuel subsidy removal to avoid acute starvation. TVC News correspondent Abdulatif Yusuf reports.
The onset of the raining period used to be a time of bountiful profit for people here as they brought home newly cultivated farm produce and a period when prices of commodities become relatively low. The price of millet, maize, beans, and guinea corn usually drastically drops per measure between August and September, enabling many families to stock food ahead of the dry season. Banditry and endless killings in these areas in recent times have prevented many farmers from going to farm, hugely impacting on the volume of produce. These and other factors have resulted in a dependency syndrome with the people in border communities who now depend heavily on food supplies from other parts of the state to meet food demands. The total cut in maize and other food supplied to border communities in Katsina is having a negative toll on the people. The impact of border closure can be seen, especially at the grains market in Jibia. Behind me is the very big stall where maize is being kept for sales every day. But the place looks empty, an indication that there is a problem that is raging and affecting the people's daily lives. Hamisu Salisu is a father of 9 and a driver from Jibia. He speaks on how difficult it is to feed his family due to the total shutdown at the borders and how difficult it is for people to travel. He reveals that only one vehicle has moved from this park to Katsina since the day broke. We are boxed in. We cannot move to Zamfara due to banditry and Niger Republic due to border closure. We are cut off from the other parts of the country, especially our food supply chain. The leadership of the Jibia People's Forum also spoke to TVC News concerning the palliatives being provided by the state government. It calls for a special allocation package for the people at the border communities in line with the difficulties they are going through.
But we cannot call it enough. But it has been distributed fairly across ward level to polling units in the local government, across the local government area. But the quantity given to the people will only give a very minor relief for a day or 2 days, but it's not enough to alleviate the hardship that is being faced by our people now because of the poverty level we are facing. And hunger and starvation have invaded many of our areas.
Because people are now dying of hunger. People are now suffering. Some cannot even walk. You can be taken to the hospital without, immediately when you go, the doctor will say, go and give him food. Go and serve him with food. Go and serve him with food. Go and serve him with food. That is the only thing they have been doing in the hospital.
Recently, the federal government announced a package for states to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal, but the people want a lot more to be done. The Katsina State Commissioner of Information speaks on the position of the state government on the palliatives received.
I wish to state that Katsina State government received the sum of 2 billion naira only for procurement of grants to be distributed to citizens of Katsina State. It is important to know that the federal government of Nigeria planned to spend 5 billion naira for the procurement of rice, maize, and fertilizer to state. But the governors insisted that the fund should be released directly to states.
The people are already becoming agitated by the growing hunger in the land and urgently need to feel impact of interventions being made for them. Abdulatif Yusuf, TVC News, Katsina.